Day 45, becoming Christopher Cruz. Fucking pissed. My mom was messaging me and asked how I was doing, and I told her, like, it's been a rough morning, but I'm working and I'm feeling better. And she's like, what's going on? I'm like, I need to work, but I'll tell you later. She's like, promise you'll call me tonight. She's like, it hurts my feelings when you don't open up to me, and she just made it about her, which is always what happens. And then it fucking hit me. This is exactly why I date the kind of women that I do, because they're all a reflection of my mom. It's the same relationship I have with my mom. It's all about them. It's all about how they feel. They don't have any ability to have compassion and get in my world. They have no interest in it. Their problems, their feelings, everything, their life is more important than mine. It overshadows mine. That's why, like, the conversations with my mom, she doesn't ask me questions. She just instantly starts talking about her life and her problems and what's going on with her. And then as soon as I can make her feel better, then the conversation's over. She literally has times where she'll message me after a call and say, oh my God, I forgot to ask you how you're doing or what's going on with you. And it's like, it just fucking hit me. This is exactly why I date the kind of women that I do. Because this is how my relationship with my mom has been my entire life. It has been all about her, always. And she's always the victim, and I always have to do everything I can to fix it. And when I fix it, that's when she gives me love. I get the most love when I can make her feel better. When I call her out, she gets pissed off, she takes her love away. This is how it is in every relationship that I've been in. Every fucking relationship is just like that. It is a reflection of my relationship with my mom. And I do everything that I can to try to help them and make them feel better. And I give, and they take, and they don't give anything back. Like, my mom sends me, like, messages that are really encouraging and inspiring. And that's great and all, but it's been 33 fucking years of this kind of relationship where it's all about her. That's it. And so those are the kind of relationships that I am most comfortable in. They suck, but I'm comfortable in them because that's always been the relationship that I've had with my mom. And I look at my ex-girlfriend, and it's the same fucking thing. Everything is about her and how she feels. As soon as I start talking about how I feel, she brings it back to herself. It's just the same fucking shit. I was wondering, like, as soon as she sent me, like, oh, it hurts my feelings when you don't open up to me. And it's like, what the fuck? I'm the one that's hurting. Like, why do you have to spin it around and make it about you? Like, why is it always about you? Why does it always end up being about you and your problems and how you feel and how your life is so fucking hard? And then I spend so much energy and effort trying to make her life better and make it easier. And she spends zero effort trying to do the same for me. It's always about her because she's such a victim about shit. And it makes me crazy. I hate it. It's not who she really is, but she won't fucking look at herself and take responsibility for her life and her problems, and she blames it on everyone else. And then I date women like this, and it's exhausting. And I never get the love that I deserve. I never get the attention that I deserve, or the validation or the recognition. And I'm just a doormat. And I have to earn their love. And the only way I can earn it is I have to have them, I have to provide value to them, I have to help them, I have to make them feel better. I have to fix their problems, because that's a relationship that I've had with my mom my entire life. It's my job to make her feel better. It's my job to help her fix her problems because she won't do it herself. So then I date these fucking women that have problems, and they love me as long as I'm fixing their problems, as long as I'm making them feel better. So I spend all this energy on these calls, talking to them, helping them feel better. And then by the end, I'm drained, they're feeling great, and they're like, okay, thanks, bye. And I'm literally just drained. It's like energy vampires. They suck the life out of me and then they're gone. And then I have to rejuvenate, and then they suck the life out of me again and then they're gone. I'm just really fucking pissed off about that right now. Because it is such bullshit. And what I'm so angry about is it's like I've been brainwashed to believe that that's how relationships with women should be. Now, it's not my mom's fault because she didn't do this intentionally. It's all unconscious shit. But because she doesn't do the work on herself, she doesn't do the personal development work, she doesn't know about it. But that doesn't make it okay. Like, I'm fucking sick of it. Like, she can't even see it, but she won't even take the time to see it. And I date these women that don't have any compassion for me. Like, they don't allow themselves to get in my world. And neither does my mom. She never takes the time to sit and think about, I wonder how this feels. I wonder when I do this, how it makes him feel. Nope. She's obsessed with, I feel this way. What about me? What about me? What about me? Like, I know everything about her fucking childhood. She knows nothing about mine. And she's my mother. I know everything about her childhood and how she used to get beat from head to toe with a belt, and she had to walk to school, and she got in fights and all this bullshit. It's all about her. And anytime I would try to talk to her about my childhood, you know what she would say? She'd say, are you kidding me? That's not shit. Why don't you try to be beat head to toe with a belt and be scared to walk home? Like, every time it's always been about her. She knows nothing about my childhood, and she really knows nothing about me because everything is always about her. God, what the fuck? And then I date people like my ex-girlfriend where she doesn't know shit about me and she has no interest in it. She doesn't know really anything about my past. She never really asked about it. It was just all about her, all about her, all about her. Even when we were breaking up, when she told me that she's been lying to me for 5 months and cheating on me, I would say something about how I feel, and she would flip it around like, oh, well, that makes me feel whatever. And I would look at her and I said, I don't fucking care how you feel. And she'd go, like, shocked that how she felt wasn't my priority anymore. It wasn't my focus anymore. Oh, God. That's so fucking frustrating. And the problem is, like, I love these people, so I put up with it. I don't love myself enough. I love them more than I love myself, which is why I put up with being treated like a fucking doormat. I put up with not being a priority. And then I attract women that will just use and abuse me and then move on. And it's like the same thing with my ex-girlfriend before this last girlfriend. Like, we don't really talk, but she'll message me like saying, oh, I'm angry today and I don't feel good. I'm just like, why the fuck are you messaging me that? Like, I don't fucking care. What do you want? And it's like, she just wants me to fix her. That's it. It's like, hey, make me feel better. Do your job, make me feel better. It was the same thing in this last fucking relationship. Every problem, oh, make me feel better. Not, hey, how are you? How can I make you feel better? Damn. Fuck this shit. I don't want people like that in my life ever again. Never, ever again. So my mom is either going to change dramatically or we're not going to have a relationship anymore because it is so destructive to me. Like that, just the messaging back and forth and that one little line that she said, just, ugh. And I was like, why am I so fucking angry at this? And now I got it. Now I get it. I've just been fucking dating my mom over and over and over again. And that's why I'm in these relationships that just drain me. And I'm never a priority. Never. But they talk a big game. They say how much they love me. But actions speak louder than words. Words don't mean shit to me with anyone. It's like, show me. Show me. It's such bullshit and it is so fucking unfair. I'm so sick of victims. I'm sick of dating them. I'm sick of having them in my life because all victims care about is themselves. That's it. They're upset. They're literally obsessed with themselves and their problems and their emotions, and other people and other problems don't exist in the world. It's all about them. And I am the perfect victim for those kind of people. It's like, ooh, he's gonna make everything about me, and I make everything about me. Perfect, that feels great. He's gonna fix all my problems, he's gonna make me feel better when I'm upset, and I don't have to give him anything. Except when he's upset, I can give him some little crumbs of like, oh, here's some love, here's some love. But other than that, I get to keep it all for myself. I get to use him up until he's dry to make myself feel better, and I don't have to give anything in return. And it's so fucked up. And you know what? The people that are like that will very rarely ever look at themselves like this. They will very rarely ever do the personal development work they need to actually see this, because they don't want to admit it, because this is easier. It's easier to be a victim and make everything about you than it is to take responsibility for how you are and how you treat other people. And with my relationship with my mom, she could say whatever the fuck she wants. And she said horrible things to me my whole life. She could do whatever she wants. She could say whatever she wants. And she'll cuss me out, do whatever, call me horrible names, leave disgusting voicemails. And then the next day, oh, baby, I'm sorry. And I'm just like, it's okay. I'm such a fucking bitch when it comes to women. And I hate it. I hate that about myself. When I love someone, I just turn in, I'm weak. Because I'm so like desperate for love that it's like, walk all over me. I'll be your doormat as long as you give me a little bit of love. While you're stepping on me, just make sure you love me a little bit and I'll be okay. Ugh, it makes me fucking sick to my stomach. I don't want those kind of people in my life anymore. Victims are the worst kind of people for me to have in my life. They are destructive, because the problem is I have such a big heart and I have so much compassion. So I like look at their situation, I feel so bad for them. Like I feel their pain and all I want to do is heal it. The problem is victims have no compassion. Like it's extremely difficult for them to have compassion for other people because they're so obsessed with themselves. So they can't get into another person's world. I remember having a conversation with my ex-girlfriend where I was like explaining how I felt about something and why I was hurt. And I was like, all I need you to do is take 5 minutes, sit there for 5 minutes and think about how that would make me feel. And you know what she said to me? God. I mean, this isn't exactly, but this is the gist of it. I'm not going to sit here and waste time trying to think about how you feel. Just tell me. I'm not going to play games. Just tell me. I don't want to have to think about it. And I was just like, wow. God. Like, all she's really saying is, you don't matter enough to me for me to take 5 minutes to try to get in your world. And that's the problem. I expect these women to be like me. I expect them to be loving. I expect them to be generous and thoughtful and caring and compassionate and understanding. And it's never the case. It's like they don't even have the ability to until they do the work that they need to do on themselves. It's like they can't. But then I just get fucking used and abused, walked all over, taken advantage of, and then tossed to the side. Like my ex-girlfriend in Thailand, it blows my mind how she fucking thinks that she could still ask me for money or like tell me how bad she feels and all this shit. And it's like, who the fuck do you think you are? Like, do you know what you did to me? Like, do you know how horrible of a human being you were to me? Like, what gives you the idea even that you can think you could ask me for anything? She has the idea because no matter what she did, I had compassion for her. I understood why she might do it. And I made her feel like it was okay. I'm fine. Hey, I'm the doormat. You're supposed to walk on me. It's my job to be walked on. You were just doing your job. So I just need to make sure you're okay. Was that step comfortable when you stepped on me? Was it comfortable for you? Did you have enough arch support? Meanwhile, I'm getting crushed. God, what a horrible trap this is. This is just a disgusting, horrible, horrible, horrible trap. God, it sucks the life out of me. Ugh. And then my mom has the fucking balls to say, like, oh, well, I'm used to it. You never open up to me. You never have. And it's like, fucking wake up. Why would I? Look at our relationship. Look how it's been my entire life. Why would I open up to you? Because every time I open up to you, you make it about you and how your problems are so much worse than mine. Like, I'll tell her something about how I'm feeling. She's like, well, you have no idea. And it's like, oh, great, thanks. Thanks for listening. Thanks for invalidating my feelings. That's what she has done my entire life. She has invalidated my feelings. You want to know why, Mom, if you're fucking watching this? I don't open up to you because you've always invalidated my feelings and made it about you. Oh, you think your life is hard? Why didn't you try living mine? It's like, thanks, Mom. So, if you're watching this, you need to do some serious fucking work if we're ever going to have a relationship, because if this is how our relationship is going to be, it won't fucking exist anymore. It's way too destructive. If you're not willing to do the work that you need to do to get your fucking life together and to be the person that I know you really are, then you're not going to be in my life anymore, period. So when you watch this, it's going to break your heart. It's going to hurt you. It's going to be all about you. Maybe for once you can understand where I'm coming from. And you can see that, hey, there's another person here, right here, and I have a heart, and I'm your son. And when you do this, you hurt me, and you've done it my whole life, and things need to fucking change. Because how you are is not okay. It's not okay for our relationship. It's not okay for you. This is why you're so fucking stuck still. You're obsessed with yourself. So, figure it out or don't. I need to choose myself. I need to get past this fucking trap of surrounding myself with victims that drain the life out of me. It's my own fucking fault now. I couldn't really see it before. Now that I can see it, it's my own fucking fault if I keep doing it. It is my own fault if I keep doing it, because I'm a magnet for victims. A fucking magnet. Hey, here I am. I'm a doormat, and I'll fix all your problems, and I'll make you feel really good, and you can take all my energy, and you can make everything about you, and I'll make everything about you, and you can hurt me, and you don't have to worry about it because it's all about you, and you could just use me until I got nothing left. And I'll still love you. God, that's fucking pathetic. Who I have been is fucking pathetic. I look back at my relationships, and I am so ashamed of how much of a fucking coward that I've been. I have been so incredibly pathetic. That's why I hate myself for being in these relationships, because I didn't have the fucking courage and the balls to stand up for myself and fight for myself. And I made it all about them, and I made it okay for them to walk all over me and do whatever the fuck they want to me, and I'll still be there with open arms and an open heart. So hey, whenever you feel down, just call me. I'll fix your problems, and as soon as I fix it, you can hang up the phone. And you have all my energy, and I have none of it, and I'm fucked, and you're great. Awesome. Isn't that an awesome relationship for you? God, that is disgusting to me. Ooh. Yeah, that fucking sucks. And that hurts. That hurts. But I have never met a person who's a victim who ever switched out of it in a relationship. It never happened. Every girl that I've ever dated was a victim when I met them, and was a victim when I broke up with them, and is still a victim to this day. At least the ones that I am aware of, that I still maybe talk to or know what's going on in their lives. Still in victim mode. Still all about them. Self-obsessed, self-absorbed, selfish. So, I'm going to find someone who's like me. Not someone who's like them. I'm going to find someone who gives the way that I give, openly and lovingly. I'm going to find someone where they fill up my cup and I fill up theirs and we fill up our own. A healthy relationship of give and take, not an unhealthy relationship of give, take, drain, fuck. God, this infuriates me. It infuriates me. What pisses me off more than anything is they can't see it. Like when I would talk to my ex-girlfriends about this, they can't see it. They refuse to see it. When I talk to my mom about it, she refuses to see it. She can't see it. They don't even take the time to see it. All they do is they get hurt and they obsess about, oh, you're making me feel like this, you're making me feel like that. And they never actually look at it. Oof. This is the worst. So, I'm done. I'm done. I don't care who you are in my life. If you're a victim and you drain me, I'm done. I don't care who you are, what you mean to me. I need to choose myself for once in my motherfucking life. And I can't choose myself when I surround myself with people that drain the life out of me and are unwilling to look at themselves and actually contribute to my life rather than making it all about them. And if you're one of these people, if you're a people pleaser, if you're a giver, you know deep down inside how fucking drained you are. It's the worst feeling in the world. It's the heaviest feeling in the world, and it's the most lonely feeling in the world because you know that you don't have anyone to talk to. Because even if you were to open up to them, they're not going to listen. They're not going to see where you're coming from, and they're going to somehow end up spinning it around and making it about them. So it's a very, very lonely existence. Oh, God. Yeah. Time to clear out some shit in my life. Mom, when you watch this, it's gonna fucking hurt. It's gonna sting. And it's the truth. And I hope you can see it. I love you to death, but this is the truth. This is why you're living the life you're living. This is why you're not making the progress. And this is why our relationship has never, ever been the same since I was a little kid. And it never will, I promise you. Because this has to change. You have to change. So if you really love me, as much as you say you do, show it in your actions. Show it. I'm so sick of the talk. Show it.